Stopped counting the days lost in the rhythm.
Two TV anchors working for ABC News in the U.S. have been pulled from air after their workplace romance came to light, amid a storm of public gossip and tabloid coverage. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, who have worked as hosts on Good Morning America spin-off Talks How GMA3 since 2020, were revealed to be in a relationship last week after paparazzi photos of the pair were published online. Both Holmes and Robach are married, but after the photos were published, a representative for the pair said they had both separated from their spouses and the relationship only began recently. During an editorial call on Monday, Godwin, the president of ABC News, announced that Holmes and Robach would temporarily be pulled from GMA3. "I'm going to talk about something that has become an internal and an external distraction, the relationship between two of our colleagues," Godwin said, according to sources on the call. "And so, I want to say that while that relationship is not a violation of company policy, I have really taken the last few days to think about and work through what I think is best for the ABC News organization. And so, for now, I am going to take Amy and TJ off the air, while we figure this out. These decisions are not easy, they are not knee-jerk, but they are necessary for the brand and for our priority, which, you guys know, are all of us, the people here at ABC," she added, asking staff to stop the whispering in the hallways about the relationship. "We can't operate with gossip and speculation and rumors," she said. "We need to stay focused on the work." Holmes and Robach's relationship was revealed after paparazzi shots of the pair together on vacation were published online. Amid a storm of tabloid coverage and social media furor, a representative for Holmes and Robach said, they had been close friends for many years, but this relationship started over the past few months, after they separated from their respective spouses in August. They had not told anyone, even at ABC, because they were waiting until they both were divorced. Holmes and Robach hosted 2 episodes of GMA3 after their relationship came to light. "It's too bad it's Friday. It's been a great week. I just want this one to keep going and going and going. Just enjoying it, take it all in," Holmes said on air on Friday. "Speak for yourself," Robach replied. On Monday, the two were replaced by Stephanie Ramos and Gio Benitez, who will continue to fill in for the pair while ABC News settles the matter.
Attacks on Russian air bases put spotlight on new Ukrainian drone program. Explosions at 2 Russian air bases Monday have focused attention on Ukraine's efforts to develop longer-range combat drones. The Russian Defense Ministry says the attacks were carried out by Ukrainian drones, which it claims were brought down by Russian air defenses. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry has offered no official comment on the explosions, and the Ukrainian government has not acknowledged adding long-range attack drones to its arsenal. However, the state-owned weapons manufacturer Ukroboronprom has indicated several times in the last few weeks that it is close to finishing work on a new long-range drone. A month later, on November 24th, Ukroboronprom published another post. "The next stage of UAV testing. On behalf of the Chief of the General Staff, we are getting ready for flight tests under the action of electronic warfare. Whether, on the one hand, becomes a problem, and on the other hand it's an additional test for the complex. A kind of crash test." A photo showed the words, "AZ Vozdom," inscribed on what was purported to be the drone, meaning, "I will repay." And on Saturday, company spokeswoman Natalia Sad was reported by news agency Ukroboronprom to have told Ukrainian television that a number of stages of successful tests have been completed. In accordance with the instructions of the Chief of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, we are moving to the stage of tests involving an e-warfare jamming environment, she added. However, there is no public indication that the drone in question has been ready for deployment, or was involved in the explosions inside Russia early Monday. The two bases hit, according to the Russian Defense Ministry, are hundreds of miles inside Russian territory and beyond the reach of Ukraine's declared arsenal of drones. No footage or images of the remnants of drones have been published. In the western Russian city of Engels, around 500 miles southeast of Moscow, CCTV footage appeared to show an explosion lighting up the sky at around 6 a.m. local time on Monday morning. The port city is home to Engels 2 Airfield, a strategic bomber airbase, which was approximately 3.7 miles from where the CCTV footage was recorded. Saratov Region Governor Roman Busargin reassured residents on Telegram that no civilian infrastructure was damaged but said, "Information about incidents at military facilities is being checked by law enforcement agencies." He acknowledged information about a loud bang and a burst in Engels in the early morning was spreading on social networks and the media.
China to come to standstill for late leader Jiang Zemin's memorial. Sirens will sound across China as the country comes to a standstill on Tuesday for a public memorial service for former leader Jiang Zemin, who died last week at the age of 96. A public memorial service is being held at 10 a.m. local time in Beijing's Great Hall of the People and broadcast live, state broadcaster CCTV said. All regions and departments must organize the majority of party members, cadres, and the masses to listen and watch, CCTV added. Flags will be flown at half-mast across the country as well as at Chinese government buildings overseas. A nationwide 3-minute silence will be held with sirens sounding. Jiang oversaw a transformational era from the late 1980s into the new millennium, taking power in the aftermath of the 1989 Tiananmen Square crackdown and leading China towards its emergence as a powerhouse on the global stage. He died in Shanghai on Wednesday last week of leukemia and multiple organ failure after medical treatments failed, according to state media. His body was cremated on Monday in Beijing at a ceremony attended by President Xi Jinping and other top leaders, including his predecessor Hu Jintao, state news agency Xinhua said. The appearance by Hu was his first in public since the 22nd of October, when he was unexpectedly guided off the stage during the closing ceremony of the National Congress of the Communist Party. No official explanation was given, and speculation over the incident has run from a health crisis to preventing an attempted protest against Xi by the 79-year-old former leader. After the ceremony at a military hospital, Yang's body was sent for cremation at Babaoshan Cemetery, where many top leaders are interred. Stock markets in Shanghai and Shenzhen will suspend trading for the duration of Tuesday's silence, as will the Chinese Gold and Silver Exchange in Hong Kong. Hong Kong's bourse will suspend the display of data on external screens at its offices for 3 minutes while senior executives observe the silence. Public entertainment will also be suspended on Tuesday, with some online games such as the popular League of Legends announcing a day's pause. A heavy security presence is expected in Beijing, after anti-COVID lockdown protests last week became the most widespread public demonstrations in China since rallies calling for political reform in 1989. Yang's role in crushing the 1989 protests and repressing other political activism, as well as the flourishing of corruption and inequality during his tenure, means he leaves a mixed legacy. But state media have hailed Jiang as a great communist revolutionary, highlighting his part in quelling serious political turmoil. Jiang Zemin was an outstanding leader enjoying high prestige, read a Xinhua biography titled, Jiang Zemin's Great, Glorious Life. During his revolutionary career of more than 70 years, he remained unswervingly firm in communist ideals, utterly loyal to the party and the people, and resolutely committed to the cause of the party and the people. On Thursday, Yang's body was flown to Beijing, where it was met at the airport by Xi and other top leaders, footage from CCTV showed. Wearing matching black armbands with a white flower pinned to their jackets, Xi and colleagues bowed in unison as Jiang was brought off the plane, his trademark heavy-rimmed glasses clearly visible through a glass coffin. In retirement, Jiang had become the subject of light-hearted memes among millennial and Gen Z Chinese fans, who called themselves toad worshippers, enthralled to his frog-like countenance and quirky mannerisms. More than 500,000 commenters flooded CCTV's post announcing his death on the Twitter-like social media platform Weibo within an hour, many referring to him as Grandpa Jiang. After the announcement, the websites of state media and government-owned businesses turned black and white, as did apps such as Alipay, Taobao, and even McDonald's China.